Power purchase agreement. It is one of the most important agreements a power company is entering into, shortly known as PPA. There are legal battles also I have seen as far as the PPA is concerned. But having said that, when a company who is producing power, of course, this is a, a kind of business wherein you need a very high capital. And I also agree that in this business, you need a continuous flow of capital because an extremely high capital is required. So the customer must pay as early as possible. So basically, a delay from the customer may impact the operational ability of the electricity producer. And when I'm making that video, I'm not restricting myself to any specific country. I'm just talking about a concept or any specific company. Now, the point is when, as a power producer, which is shortly known as PP, actually in PPA, there are two common words. You will see PP, which is called power producer, and one is called PB, power buyer. Some companies refer this as a buyer also. Now, when I am a power producer, then how would I create a continuous flow of capital? Now, one thing is that I have a high internal accruals, but since this is a business model whereby there are defaults, there are legal battles, and more importantly, there are delays, and also, thanks to the interest rates, they are also on a higher side in my respectful submissions in many countries. So, can I have a SBLC, standby letter of credit, or can I have something known as a rollover, credit, which is also known as revolving credit? Now, of course, it is very hard to answer this question without knowing the balance sheet of the company, but my respectful submission is that since this kind of business involves a high capital, henceforth standby letter of credit is something a favorable product. But once again, before entering into the merits of the transaction, we must see the balance sheet. But having said that, how would I link my SBLC? That's an amazing question. How would I link my SBLC when I'm creating an invoice to the customer? This is something I must understand. Linking of SBLC when I'm raising an invoice to the customer.